the hypocrisy for me. It's the hypocrisy for me. Like, it is really the hypocrisy for me. And like I said, I am not Candace's biggest fan at all. We already know that I'm not Team Candace, period. But it's just, when I see people being hypocrites and I see things for what they are, it just irks me. It just irks me. And just watching this stuff, I'm just like, girl, these women are hypocrites. Like, seriously. And for those of you who don't like Candace or whatever, that's fine. But don't try to come at me about shit, because this is my opinion. I get paid to state it, and that's just what it is. If you don't like it, you can move on to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. Because I'm going to speak the truth, whether you like it or not. I'm going to speak the truth, whether I like somebody or not. If you don't like it, move on. Drop the beat. What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for the Real Housewives of Potomac Season 6 Reunion Part 1. Y'all, I've been so excited. I've been so amped up about this reunion ever since we all came together on the Whether You Like It or Not panel and talked about the reunion fashions. I am so excited about this reunion, and it was actually lit like I knew it was going to be. But before we get into the review, just know that you guys have to tune in to the Whether You Like It or Not panel tomorrow night at 8:15 Central Time, 9:15 Eastern Time. It stars myself, giving you the real tea, Josiah's World TV, Yacrites, Really Be TV, and Simply Sakina. Be sure to watch the 6 of us tomorrow night on the Whether You Like It or Not panel every Monday night right after the show, okay? I'm going to see if Reggie can come in. I know you guys love Cousin Reggie, so I'm going to see if Reggie can come in tomorrow night for the panel. I know it's going to be lit. I know all of y'all are going to be so excited about it because y'all be loving it when we go in, and I'm ready to go in with you guys, okay? So let's get into the review. Oh, and if you have not seen, I know Terrence has his review up already. I think Yah has his up, and Ashley has hers up. I don't know at this point of me recording. Those are the only 3 that I know for a fact got their Potomac reviews up. So if you haven't tuned into theirs, be sure to tune in. So let's get into the review. Now, Giselle, she cannot escape this. Girl, you can't escape it. They want to know if your fashion's improved. And I can answer for everybody when we say, no! No! Hell no, they ain't improved. Will they improve? No! No! They ain't never gonna improve. She ain't gonna show no damn growth. Like, are you serious? She ain't gonna show no growth. She gonna continue to look a damn mess, and she gonna be happy with looking a damn mess. Y'all can honestly say, when I used to come on camera back in the gap, I used to look a mess. I used to look a mess. Came on camera all the time with a white beater on. Come on camera with my hair looking a mess. Sometimes I have a comb stuck in my head because I couldn't afford to get my motherfucking hair cut. But now you cannot pay me to get on camera without looking presentable, at least. I'm not casual today at all. I'm not casual, but I look presentable. I look workable. You know what I mean? Giselle gonna always be stuck in 1988. That's what she gonna be stuck at. She's like, for real, for real. And if she wants to look like that, that's on her. We cannot keep on talking about her fashions. If she want to look a goddamn hot fool, let her do that with grace. That's all I'm gonna say. But it was funny when Candace told her, when she was like, I don't agree with Giselle's fashion choices. And then Giselle said, I don't always agree with yours, but they work for you. And then Candace said, but they also work for others as well. And I'm like, oh. Let her know that you can outdress her motherfucking ass, okay? Because Giselle can't outdress. Now, her and Robin are both, like, the most basic ass people on this show, like, dressing wise. Like, they are very basic. They don't try. Ain't nobody saying, I'm just looking at the damn window. I'm not saying that you gotta serve looks every time, but girl, like, just show that you got some type of sense of style. That's all I'm saying. Child, I'm not gonna talk about Nikki with this damn Android ass, old ass Android ass video that they sent talking about she ain't coming when we already know that she coming, so fuck that. So how was Mia's experience on the Housewives of Potomac for her first time? She said it was very challenging, okay? Then they went around the list and Candace said, I loved Mia at first. And I'm like, A lot of people loved Mia at first, but I saw right through her at first. And a lot of y'all wanted to be mad with me. A lot of y'all was saying dumb shit like, why don't you ever like the pretty girl? Like that dumbass, superficial ass bullshit that y'all was trying to come for me about. I've been seeing her for her lies and her workings. I've been seeing it. Giselle says that she likes Mia because she owns her shit. What shit does she own? Because Mia gets caught up in a lot every time she opens that plastic mouth of hers. So when does she own her shit? That's what I'm trying to understand, because she can barely get her surgeries together because she didn't have so damn many. And like I keep telling y'all, her head does not have a brain in it. It's full of rocks. It's rivers in her brain. She does not have nothing in there. So you cannot expect her to know what the hell she's talking about, even if it's regarding herself. Mia just ain't got no fucking sense, and that's just that on that child. And baby, even when they were talking about the surgeries, Mia still was getting caught up in her lies about her damn surgeries. It's like, this girl don't know when to tell the truth, when to lie or nothing, because this girl lies all the time. Give that bitch a lie detector test, and I swear to God, she'll fail it with flying colors. I swear she will, because all she do is fucking lie, child. She lies, and I can't take it, honey. I cannot take the lie. So how did her and G meet? It's so many holes in her story. Just like it's so many holes in her body. It's just so many holes in her story. Like, I don't know how the fuck her and G met. She don't even know how they met. Ashley asking G, does he have Alzheimer's? Does Mia have amnesia? Because she don't remember shit. Period. Mia says that her relationship with her mother is actually better. Her mother has her kids right now while she's at the reunion. So I guess that's a good thing. I mean, you've exploited her ass enough. So of course it's going to be great. I hope you gave her some of your check, because she's the reason why you got one. I'm just saying. So people asked the question basically saying they don't like how Mia comes across self-made when it was pretty apparent that G gave her her businesses. But at the same point in time, she's like, G didn't give her anything. Like, he had his own restaurants and stuff, but when it came down to this, he helped her out with it. So Giselle said, so it is true that he helped you out with getting the business. She said, he helped me, but he did not give me anything. Girl, he gave it to you. He found you on the damn pole and he gave you the life that you wanted. It's okay. It's okay if that's what happened. Like, I'm just saying, it's okay if that's what happened. Like, he gave you the life that you wanted after he found you on that pole. That's what happened. Just own that. What's wrong with you owning the shit? Like, that's all I'm saying. What's wrong with you owning it? He gave you the life you wanted after he found your ass on that pole. He was in love with a stripper like T-Pain and gave you the business. That's it. That's it. Does Mia flip-flop? Hell yes, she flip-flops all the time. Like, all she ever does is flip-flop. She never know where she stands. She never has a stance on anything. It's one. She says one thing, she do another. She do one thing, she say another thing. The bitch don't know where she want to be at, and she just don't know how old she is. She don't know what she had done to her clique. She just don't fucking know. It's just too much with Mia, and I don't see how anybody likes her, because she's so fucking dumb and stupid and just like ignorant as fuck. Giselle feels like Karen was in her ear. I would not be surprised if Karen was telling her shit. Honestly, I love Karen. Don't get me wrong, but Karen got her motherfucking snake ass ways. Karen can be a little fake sometimes. Real shit, I've said it before. So I would not be surprised if she was up in Mia's ear, honey. So we started talking about Giselle's imaginary man that she got, and they were basically saying that Wendy may know her man because, you know, they do commentary. Wendy says, I do know of someone that Giselle is supposedly dating, but I don't know if that's the same one. And then Giselle said she doesn't know him. And then Giselle said she's not his type. And then Andy said she's not his type. She said no, he likes what did she say? I think she said he likes women with integrity. I'm like, Wendy is ready. Wendy is ready. And I'm here for it. Wendy is fucking ready to give Giselle ass the business. Like, she is ready, and I'm ready too. I'm ready too. BB shit. It's like shit. Like, every time Giselle say anything, it's like Wendy like, shawty swing my way. Ready to reach your ass. So won't you please swing my way. Giselle, swing my way. Swing over here, Gizzy. I'm gonna read you, shawty. Read, show enough good enough for me. That's what she doing. That's exactly what she doing. Like, she ready to read her ass. When they started talking about the West Wing, I guess the house is in better condition and it's no longer livestock. So then they start talking about Grace and her learner's permit. Grace got her learner's permit. She ain't driving Giselle nowhere, but she got her permit. Everybody can relate to failing the permit test a couple of times. I'm not good at taking tests, so I'm right there with Grace on that. Period. Trust me. When did when did Giselle and Jamal break up? When did they break up? My question is, when the fuck were they ever together? When were they ever together? Because Giselle can't even tell you when the fuck they broke up. One thing about me, I know when I done broke up with somebody, I remember the fucking dates. Okay? One man, I remember we broke up November the 30th. It was right after Thanksgiving, honey. Right after Thanksgiving, 2019. I remember it plain as fucking day, honey, okay? Plain as day. I remember it. I remember where I was. I remember how cold it was outside. I remember what time it was when we broke up. I remember every damn thing, so you cannot tell me shit. If you broke up with somebody, you know exactly when you broke up with them. You may not know, you may not always remember the date, but you know when it was. Oh, I think it was early in the year. I mean, I don't know. Girl, you would know if you was really with him, because you wasn't with him. You wasn't with him. That's it. He had already, just like Wendy said, he had already said on a video that he had cheated on her. I mean, that he wasn't married, he wasn't with nobody, he was single. We all talked about it in some of our videos about him saying that. So girl, stop it. Like, who you think you fooling here? Oh, you ain't fooling me, baby. You're definitely not fooling me. I see right through you. Just know that, okay? Alright. People feel like Giselle has a lot to say about everybody else's relationship, but she doesn't open up about hers. Giselle says that is not true. And I feel like it is true. Whenever anybody asks you any questions about Jamal or anybody you dating, you always say you're not going to discuss it. But yeah, you can sit up here and you can have opinions on Candace and Chris's marriage. You can have opinions on Wendy and what she's doing to keep a man. You can have opinions on Karen and Ray's tax issues. You can have an opinion about Ashley and Michael's sham of a marriage. You can have opinions about everybody else, even your own friend non-relationship with Juanita. But yet, nobody can ask you anything about Jamal. You want your business to be on the wraps, under wraps. You don't want nobody to have shit to say about you and what the fuck you got going on. That is all facts. And you want to sit up here and act like you don't know what the fuck these people talking about? Girl, they know what they talking about. That's all fucking facts, girl. That's all facts. You don't want nobody to have anything to say about what the fuck you got going on. That's what you got me fucked up at. If you're going to speak on everybody else's situation, baby, we going to speak the fuck on yours, period. And then she didn't really go into, to me, she didn't really go into how, you know, why, you know, her vulnerability when it came down to Jamal cheating on her again. She just said that, okay, it was whatever. Like, I didn't really think about it. Girl, yes the fuck you did. Like, you can't tell me you didn't. Because if you give somebody a chance and you let somebody to fuck back in and you give them your trust all over again and they turn around and do the same shit to you again, that shit is going to hurt. Yeah, you could be robotic in front of everybody if you want to, but you know that shit hurts. So here go Robin, sticking up for Giselle, talking about, don't you guys know that people are different and they react differently? And Wendy started speaking, and then, of course, Robin got upset talking about you're always over-talking, you're always interjecting. But wasn't that what you're doing? You interject a lot, Robin. So do me a favor. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You got so much smoke for Wendy when she interjects, but your fucking ass do it all the time. Girl, bye. Karen said that she didn't agree with Giselle getting back with Jamal. She felt like that was a bad choice, bad decision, which it was. It was a bad decision because he turned out to be nothing as he already been. She already knew what type of man he was when she was with him. She knew that he was a cheating ass nigga when she got back with him, but she still got back with him and embarrassed herself on national TV and then want to get mad at everybody else for having something to say about it. I mean, it's just what it is. And then, you know, they did bring up the shit about every time Karen has an insult for Giselle, she's always talking about her not having a man. It's always about her not having a man. That is tired, though. I am tired of people using men as an insult. Just because a person don't have no man does not mean that they're not happy. Like, as of right now, I kind of have a man. But it's not like I'm sitting up here trying to throw that shit in anybody's face. You know what I mean? Like, for what? Men come a dime a dozen. You know what I mean? I've had my share of men. And a lot of them ain't worth the damn. So you could be in the most toxic relationship and people will still try to say, at least I got a man. You got a man, and so does the bitch that your man fucking got a man. Let's not use that I got a man thing as a weight, as a read, because it's not a read. It's lazy as fuck, and y'all need to come up with something else. Like, yes, I think that everybody uses that same read against Giselle because she always talking about somebody else's man all the time. That is true. But I'm personally sick of hearing that shit. Like, I'm sick of people talking about, you ain't got no man is, you ain't got no man. Who the fuck cares about a man? What K. Michelle said, fuck a man, I've been through too much. Jack Daniels is the only man I'll ever trust. Like, fuck a man. That ain't shit to, like, that ain't nothing. Like, y'all be talking about how you got a man as if you got a Grammy Award or something. Anybody can have a man if they wanted to have a man. Like I said, men come a dime a dozen. Like I get it. Giselle talk about everybody else's man and she ain't got one to talk about. That is facts. But I just feel like that whole, at least I got a man shit, or you ain't got no man shit, is just a lazy ass read. I'm tired of hearing about it, honestly. They started talking about Jamal Owen, Texas. Giselle don't give a fuck because she said it ain't her problem. And I'm just like, oh, okay. So Skylar comes out and Andy tells her that she has been getting a lot of raves on Twitter, basically about the way that she dressed. And Skylar is probably the best dressed person on the Housewives of Potomac. They asked a Skylar who would she like to dress up or give a makeover to, and of course she said Giselle. She's the one who needs it badly. What makes Chris qualified to manage Candace? And you know, Candace was talking about how good he is as a person, and it's not just about him managing her, it's just about him having her back. They asked, was Chris getting paid for managing her, and she says that he's getting paid in love, not money. And you know, that's, Mia says, oh, that's what prostitutes do. And then Candace said, you would know. And I'm like, oh. At this point, Mia just needs to shut the fuck up because she just make herself look stupid every time. It comes down to it, Ashley says that she feels like because of the pandemic, Chris lacks confidence, so that's why he's deciding to be her husband during all of this other stuff. And Candace said, well, it's a pandemic. Who is still the same after a pandemic? So Candace starts talking about Dorothy talking shit about Chris to her friends. And Giselle was like, I just want to know, why were you mad at us? Because your mother came to all of us and asked us questions, or came to each and every last one of us and was talking crazy about your husband to all of us. But you were mad at us. I think that it's easier for her to be mad at y'all. My thing about this is, okay, Dorothy came to y'all talking shit about her husband, but y'all entertained that, and y'all was supposed to be her friend. Let that be Josiah's mom coming to me. Let me not say Josiah because I haven't met his mom. Let me just say Jamar's mom. Let Miss E. Lois come to me and was talking about Jamar and his man to me. I'm not engaging in that shit. Because number one, that ain't got nothing to do with me. There's Jamar and his man, and that is Miss E. Lois and Jamar. I ain't got time for that bullshit, so leave me out of it. You know what I'm saying? I would never ever engage in that shit. Period. So no. Y'all could have not engaged, but instead y'all entertained. Y'all was sitting up here asking all these questions, and that's why she was mad. She was probably already mad with her mama for even doing it in the first place. And it just, to add insult to injury, my so-called friends is entertaining it, and they're finding it entertaining. That's where y'all fucked up at, and that's why y'all were wrong, and that's why she was mad. And now it's to the point to where, while Candace is trying to explain herself, Mia was saying something, and then Wendy said, are you talking? Shut up. And I'm like, Mia, you just gonna let her son you like that? Is that what you're gonna do? I'm like, Mia this girl just getting drugged all over the place. So then she just started saying that, Candace started saying that her family is in trouble. She don't know what to do about it. She feels like she doesn't belong when she goes to see her in-laws because her mom was out talking shit about her husband on national TV. And they probably feel away. And that's just a bad situation to be in. Because with Candace's mom being her mom, she should not be talking about her husband, especially on TV with a bunch of women that could use that shit against Candace at any given moment. They can do that. And I think that that's really messed up of her mom to do that and put her in that type of position. It's real fucked up, honestly. And I just think that is wrong. And I think there has to be some way for Candace to check her mom. So when we say Candace checking her mom, ain't nobody saying that Candace got to curse her mama out and go in. I say the same thing about Candy on the Housewives of Atlanta. You do have to put your mother in check sometimes when they are getting out of line. There have been many times where I had to talk to my mama and tell her what the business is and tell her, look, you're not going to do this. Look, that's disrespectful to me. Look, you want me to respect you, so respect me. Yes, I'm your child, but I'm still a grown man. And you cannot do those things. This is not acceptable. It wouldn't be acceptable if I did it to you. It's a way for you to put your mother in her place without being disrespectful. Because a lot of y'all be getting mad at us when we say Candace needs to put her mama in her place. But it's like, she does. Either that or she doesn't need to be in her presence. She doesn't need to have her mother in her life. She's not going to be able to speak her mind. A lot of y'all be like, well, if it's y'all mama, y'all be like this. No, I speak my mind. I speak my mind. My mother raised me to speak my mind, so I'm gonna fucking say what I gotta say. I don't give a damn who the fuck it is. I'm going to speak my mind. And if I feel like my mother is being disrespectful to me, my man, or whatever, I'm going to say that you're wrong. I have called my mother out many times when I felt that she was wrong or did something that wasn't right. I've always done that. It's nothing wrong with putting your mother in her place. It's nothing wrong with that, but it's a respectful way to do it. And when we say that, y'all be acting like we're saying that she need to cuss her out, snap her fingers, and be all ghetto with it. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is her mother needs to learn her place, and she doesn't know that. Her mother don't know her place, and that's why she keep doing what the fuck she doing. That's all I'm saying. So they asked Candace, did she know about Mia's mother's trauma when she said your mama, and she said she did not know. She said had she known, she would have said something else. And so then they started talking about how she responds. And Andy said, how has that been working for her? And he was like, what did he say? Because I talked about it on Yes for the Mess. He asked her how was it working for her and all of this other stuff. My thing is, this is where I have to defend Candace once more, like I did on Yes for the Mess. Everybody up there on that stage be saying some fucked up shit and foul shit and gutter butt bullshit. They all do it. So I don't understand why we having a big ass powwow with Candace about her mouth. When everybody up there has a mouth. Everybody up there says some bullshit. Like Giselle already said, this woman had a fiery box. You know what I mean? That's implying something real foul. You know what I mean? Like they all have said some grimy ass shit to each other. So why is Candace the only one that's being held accountable for it? And people, when I said that on Yes for the Mess, here come the non-Candace people, not realizing that I'm not a Candace fan at all. I'm not Team Candace, haven't been for a long time. So people don't even realize that, but here they come up under my video getting mad, telling me something, hold her accountable. I have held Candace accountable a whole lot, and I've been getting dragged for holding her accountable too. Not that I'm not going to still hold her accountable, but this is hypocrisy at its finest, because everybody's up here telling her how she needs to respond. You telling her she needs to edit herself. Y'all not telling nobody else to edit their damn self though. Y'all say some bullshit too. Y'all say some bullshit too. And I'm not saying that the shit that Candace be saying is correct, because like I said, I never agree with the your mama comment. I never agree with the bed wench stuff. I never agree with the slave master comment. I never agree with the roach. I never agree with none of that stuff. Never agree with it. And I've spoken on it time and time again. I have spoken on it time and time again and said that she was wrong for what the fuck she said. But what I'm saying is, she ain't the only one that be saying some stupid ass shit, and then anyone say, why am I always waking up the tweets of people saying that you need to be fired? I'm sure they say everybody needs to be fired. These fickle ass Housewives fans don't know who the fuck they want to keep on the show and who they don't. So let's not bring these stupid ass fans into shit, because they're already crazy as hell anyway. So let's not do that. But it's not just about her. And what really got me is the fact that Giselle said if Mia would have clocked her, I would have been like, okay, Alright, so this is where I go off on Giselle. You spent all last season defending Candace in the same damn mouth that you are going up against now. You defended her, the same girl with the same smart ass mouth, the same foul mouth that you say that she got. You defended that, and you said no matter what she said, Monique should have never put her hands on her. But now when it comes down to Mia, and because she said your mama, you're saying that if she would have beat Candace's ass, you would have been okay with it. So where was that energy last season? It's it's hypocrisy at its finest. I can't take it. Giselle is a fucking hypocrite. Because just like I said, just last season, you was with the shit. You was okay with how Candace responds. You were saying that Monique had no right to put her hands on her. But now you're saying that because she said something, Mia should have put her hands on her. So what about, we have always held ourselves to above the standard. We have always had ourselves above that. And in 5 seconds, Monique took it away. All this other shit, you was grandstanding last year about how you should fight with your words and not with your hands. But you're endorsing Mia possibly putting her hands on Candace. You cannot do that. Pick your poison. You gotta figure out which one you want. You gotta figure out which one you want. Either you want the girl to fight with her words, or you like, cause it's you're basically saying she deserved to get her ass whooped. But just last season, she didn't deserve that. She didn't deserve that. She didn't deserve that. She didn't deserve that. No one deserves to be hit. No one deserves. And Monique was a bad example for her kids and all this other stuff because she got into a fight. So by you saying that if Mia clocked Candace, you would have been okay with it. Are you saying that will Mia be a bad representation for her kids if she hauled off and hit Candace for saying your mama? Do I agree with the your mama stuff? No, because I'll be damned if you talk about my mama. I don't give a damn how old I get. Leave my mama up out of your damn conversation because I don't even go for that elementary ass your mama shit. But what I'm saying is, it's hypocritical. It's very hypocritical. You got to pick your poison, Giselle. You want to call her out now, but she was doing the same shit last season. And you were coddling her last season because it worked to your benefit. Coddling her got your arch nemesis Monique off the show. That's what I'm saying. So now that it's not working for you, now you want to go against it. If Mia would have clocked her, I would have been like, really? Giselle fake. But that's what Candace get though. Because she really believed that Giselle is her friend. She always be trying to rock with her, always defending that bitch all the time. That's not your friend. She ain't never been your friend. She was your alliance member to get Monique off that show. And now that she got what she wanted, she don't have no use for your ass. Moving on. Candace read Mia down. Because she said she had a problem with Mia saying that she would blame her for if her mother goes into a relapse, it would be her fault. That would not be Candace's fault. That has nothing to do with Candace. You brought your mother on the show. And you made your mother up for grabs. You the reason, you made your mother your whole damn storyline. And you should be ashamed of that anyway. Because you used your mother as a storyline. You exploited your mother for a storyline. That's what the fuck you did. That's what you did. You exploited her for a storyline because you didn't give a fuck about her getting well. All you wanted to do was make her look bad for a storyline. That's what you did. You don't have yourself to blame for that because if Candace said anything about her, you put her out there so folks can say something about her. Period. Now, I'm not saying that Candace is right for saying anything about her because she's not. But you exploited your mother and you put her on TV. She had no time about your mother wanted to tell her story. Did it look like that to me? I agree with everything Candace had to say in regards to that. Your mama didn't want to be on this fucking show. You put her on that show. For your own personal gain. Like I said, I hope she getting some of your check. Because if she wasn't there, you wouldn't have shit to talk about. Period. But y'all, this is my Real Housewives of Potomac review. I know this review long as a motherfucker, y'all. So I'm sorry, but I had a whole lot to say. With that being said, y'all, please be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Also, click the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I drop a video. If you want to follow me on social media, my Twitter and my IG will be down below. If you want me to follow you on IG, all you got to do is hit me up in the DMs with the hashtag Team Scotty message, and your boy will follow you back. You better ask somebody. With that being said, you guys, your boy is out of here. Until my next video, I'll talk to you later. Peace out.
We can always find our way to a fun moment, even in the shady bunch.
Bye.